Welcome back to the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Miniatures Monday. You can see we have a scale model car on the feature today, and we're going to take a little trip down memory lane. So this is a 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air Gasser model. So Gasser was a class in NHRA drag racing back in the 60s that literally ran on gas instead of nitro, hence the name. But this was before they really had good tire technology and suspension technology. And so what they did is they had these really rock hard slicks that wouldn't really bite down, and so they needed weight transfer. And one of the ways to get weight transfer was to put a solid front axle in the car on leaf springs and get that nose way up high in the air, and that would shift the weight rearward on the car, and that's what gives them this stance. Gassers have made quite a bit of a comeback in real life as of late. Most famously, like Mike Finnegan's Blasphemy, the Hemi-powered 55 Chevy that just won Drag Week. And then John Chase over at Hoonigan, he's got Tri 5 by Fire as well. And there's numerous other ones. And of course, Hot Wheels does the Candy Striper, which is probably the most collectible modern day Hot Wheel made. This particular model I built back in 1998. So this model is 21 years old. And I can prove that because this particular model was printed in Scale Auto Enthusiast February 1999 issue. Back in the day, they used to have this article called Sketchpad, which I thought was on the back. Maybe it's in the front. But anyways, it was called Sketchpad, and what they would do is they would give a designer like a page to do some drawings of how they would build some model cars. And they decided to do a contest based on all these sketch pads. So you had to pick one of the sketch pad drawings and then build your interpretation of it. Now, somewhere in here is the actual contest results. Sounds like commercial. Where is this stuff? I should probably go look in the index. But this is the Sketchpad Contest winners. Here we go. 42. Here we go. So these are the cars that won based off the Sketchpad. So you can see there's like a Lincoln Mark 8 convertible, a Bad Humor ice cream truck. This is the guy that won. It was a ZL1 interpretation of a Monte Carlo, 59 Impala dragster, Monte Carlo El Camino, all sorts of cool stuff. That is my 55 Chevy. I won second place. There I am in the junior class with my 55 Chevy. There's the winner there, this really sweet Duster. And yeah, I was super excited about that I had done that. And I still have it all these years later. I have not retouched it. I have not repainted it. I have not done anything to it because, frankly, that was about the zenith of my model making career. And I wanted to keep it up. So the model itself is an old 1960s kit called the Badman, which was a 55 Chevy Gasser. And what I did is I painted it Cessna Continental Gold. That's actually the motor that, or the color that Continental engines in Cessnas are painted. And put the factory small block Chevy in there with the supercharger. And then inside, I brush painted the interior black and gold. Underneath, you can see the frame is gold as well. Kind of had a theme going on here. And I did things that were pretty trick for back in 1998, like sanding the surface of the slicks to make them look like they've been used or had a burnout done to them. And then, yeah, the two-tone part was gloss black, and did the parachute and all that stuff, and that was my model. And so I did that back in 98 and won the junior category. I was a whopping 14 years old when I built this model. Obviously, that was 21 years ago. Do some math. But yeah, I've kept it all since then and really liked it. And one of the other things I kept involving this here model was the thing that actually, the letter that got mailed to me. Don't ask me why it doesn't have an address on it. This is the January 5th, 1999, letting me know, thank you, enclosed are the following prizes awarded to you. Oh, this is from the box, that's why. Somewhere else I have got the letter that actually says you've won. But this is the letter of when I finally got the big box of prizes of what I won. $15 cash, which when you're 14, having more money than you are old is pretty cool. 3 Revell monogram kits, 3 Aim to Your Tell kits, a book by Pat Covert, a second copy of this magazine, and then a 2-year subscription. I am still subscribed to that magazine today, and actually, my subscription just came due. I need to renew it. But yeah, that's been a little trip down memory lane here on Miniatures Monday to show just how far back my model making went, and not really like professional career or anything, but that was a very major nationwide contest in Scale Auto Enthusiast, which is the de facto magazine, at least in the United States and Canada, for scale model making. So I've always been pretty proud of that one and pretty happy with that one. So I don't have a whole lot of other models from back in that time period, but I definitely still have this Gasser, and I'll never get rid of it. I mean, I've actually kind of harbored thoughts of getting a second 55 Chevy kit these days and doing like an updated version. I was going to flip-flop the paint, do the black down here and the gold on top, and like build another version of it. And who knows, maybe I will still do something like that someday. But for now, I'm perfectly happy keeping the Bel Air as it is, keeping it around with the magazine. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the color scheme on it. I like all the gold detailing. I think it makes for a pretty compelling model. So I just wanted to share that with everybody for Miniatures Monday. The model content definitely seems to get a lot of positive traffic going on it. And you guys seem to like checking out some of the older builds. So I thought I'd go all the way back in the Wayback Machine and whip this one out. So hope you enjoyed that. That's been the Plays with Cars YouTube channel and another episode of Miniatures Monday.